A few weeks ago, I made a video showcasing some of my New York Review Books classics that I had not read yet. And I mentioned in that video that they occasionally have a 40% off sale of their entire stock. Lo and behold, the next week, that sale went into effect. Guess what I did? I went shopping. Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. Today, I am going to be doing an unboxing haul of the books that I bought from the New York Review Books Classics. I have about 8 books in this box. I have made some notes on the side to remind you why I bought each book, and I'm going to show you what they are. And to get this, we will, of course, need to open the box, and I don't use safety scissors. All right. First book out of the box is The Stone Face by William Gardner Smith. This follows the story of an African-American man. He was wounded in a racist incident, and he moves to Paris to become a journalist to escape the violence in the U.S. As he navigates the complexities of expatriate life, both encountering camaraderie and alienation. The novel explores themes of identity, racism, and political commitment, highlighting the universal struggle for justice and the personal costs of activism. So, this book was originally published in 1963. The Singularity by Dino Buzzati. It is a thought-provoking novel that delves into the nature of reality and human perception. It follows a man who experiences a series of surreal and inexplicable events, questioning the boundary between the real and the fantastical. Buzzati's narrative intertwines existential themes with elements of magical realism, creating a deeply reflective and imaginative exploration of life's mysteries and the unknown. This book was translated from the Italian. It was originally published in 1960, I believe. Margery, Kempe by Robert Gluck. This is a bold and imaginative novel that reimagines the life of the medieval mystic and autobiographer. Through a blend of historical detail and fictional embellishment, the novel explores Margery's spiritual fervor, her intense emotional experiences, and her quest for divine love. Gluck's narrative delves into the themes of faith, sexuality, and the tension between personal desire and societal expectations. This book was originally published in 1994. Blue Lard by Vladimir Sorokin is a controversial dystopian novel blending science fiction and political satire. Set in a future Russia, it explores themes of power, corruption, and totalitarianism. Totalitarianism through the absurd and explicit scenarios, challenging readers with its provocative and surreal narrative. This was translated from the Russian, of course, and it was originally published in Russia in 2000, recently translated into English last year. Theorem by Pier, Paolo, Pasolini. This is an enigmatic and provocative novel about the mysterious guest who seduces every member of a bourgeoisie family. His presence transforms their lives, exposing their inner desires and existential voids. The novel explores themes of sexuality, spirituality, and social change, the challenging conventional morality, and the emptiness of modern existence. Pasolini's narrative is both unsettling and thought-provoking. This was originally published in Italian in 1968. This is The Skin of Dreams by Raymond Queneau. This is a whimsical and surreal novel that follows the journey of a man who discovers a magical suit, allowing him to enter others' dreams. Blending fantasy, philosophy, the story explores themes of identity, desire, and the boundary between reality and imagination, showcasing Queneau's playful use of language and inventive narrative style. This was originally published in French in 1944. Chevengur by Andrey Platonovo. This is a profound and satirical novel set in post-revolutionary Russia. It follows Alexander Danilov and his journey to the utopian town of Chevengur, which embodies the ideals of communism. The novel critiques the early Soviet state's attempts to create a perfect society, revealing the absurd and tragic consequences of the ideological fanaticism. This, of course, was originally written in Russian, and I believe it does not state the original publication of this novel. Sometime in the 40s, I believe, is when he originally wrote this. It may not have been published then because, satirizing the Soviet Union in the Soviet Union would not be a very good career move. My Death by Lisa Tuttle. This is a psychological horror novella where a writer, obsessed with a deceased author, uncovers disturbing secrets through a found manuscript. The story blurs reality and fiction, exploring themes of identity, morality, and the supernatural. As the protagonist delves deeper, the lines between her life and the dead author's legacy become perilously intertwined. So there is my haul from New York Review Books Classics. I'm quite happy with this. I spent about $86 and change. I think it's a pretty darn good haul. But now I have to decide on one of these books to read next week. I probably will not do the Chevengur because that's a pretty long book. But other than that, I don't know. They all look really good, and I want to read them all next week, but I'm only going to read one. So if you're watching this and it's the current week, leave me a comment saying which one of these books I should pick up and read right away. Thank you for watching, and keep on reading.